In this lesson, we're going to talk about business case document. Now, what is a business case? So, the way I define business case is a document that justifies a project. So, you want to justify why a project should be implemented against another project, because in a business environment, there are a lot of competition, even project in the project context. There are a lot of projects that money or budget can be expended on. Your ability to justify your project will be done through a business case, having a strong argument, providing rationale for wanting the organization, the executive to actually approve your project to be implemented, showcasing the benefit, right? And the cost, the risks, all of those things to make sure that they make sense for the organization and provide the best return on investment is very important for you to do as a business analyst. So a business case document is not just any other document that you need to develop. It is a very important document that helps you, be able to get your project off the ground. Right. So you need to use that document to persuade your stakeholder to invest. You need to treat it like you're going for a pitch, right? So you want to tell your stakeholder the critical information that would make them actually approve your project against many other competing projects around. So it's a document where you need to really, really provide a strong justification, a strong case for your project to be implemented. Now, a strong case, what does that look like, you might ask? So, this diagram here, it gives you an idea. So, for example, if you're trying to implement a technology feature, right, that would increase performance, you need to be able to also describe what that increased performance would look like in terms of the benefit. So as you can see, the benefit of increased performance can be faster transaction processing for the organization, right? And what would be the outcome of faster transaction processing? You can take a guess. You have more satisfied customers. And when you have more satisfied customer, then it will lead ultimately to increased revenue. But it's also important that you're able to measure when you have higher satisfied customer. So in terms of your things like using KPIs to check your customer satisfaction score is important. So another one is high service availability. Now we all use systems that sometimes they fail, and that's not a lot of it happens due to a lot of factors, but it doesn't actually help the company or the business position correctly. You will begin to lose customers' trust and consequently reduce revenue. But here, if you implement a feature that means that you have higher service availability, meaning maybe you invest in your server, in your software, it just helps you get customer to be more satisfied, right? More customer focused. You're thinking about them, and then they are more satisfied, and then of course you get them to your customer satisfaction score, and your target will increase, which means that it makes you more money as a business. Similarly, ease of use. If we all love the application that makes our life easy, we just use it intuitively without thinking about it. It's not buggy. It does the thing that you're wanting it to do at the right time, the right speed, and convenience. So at the end of the day, all of those things will mean that your customer service team will have less inquiries or complaints from customer. Then you will not have to spend a lot of money on manpower to staff that team, right? And then you can really go to market the shortest possible time. All of these drivers that can mean that your business is more prosperous. So those kind of benefits can really help organizations see why they should actually invest in your project. Now, even more on that, a business case will typically include information on problem or opportunity that the project is trying to address. So you also need to document what are the problems we're trying to solve here, or what is the opportunity we're pursuing, right? And then you document the proposed solution. So how are we then going to solve this problem or then maximize this opportunity to our advantage? So you have to have a strong plan there. Then you need to talk about like how much are you going to spend, then talk about the benefit financially for your organization and other non financial benefit that we just walked through earlier. Then definitely with everything in life there are risks, and you need to document, articulate that correctly. It helps them know what they are going to be investing in. So you need to articulate all the risks that can plague your project and some of the mitigating or how you respond to those risks. So you also need to document some assumptions that you're making, because again, a project would have some assumption. You need to actually articulate those assumptions. So in summary, a business case is a tool used for decision making. So you need to actually understand that for me to get people to make a positive decision on my project, I need to present a strong argument outlining the cost, the benefit, what the risk look like, the objective, what problem I'm solving. And this is what the business case document component contains. For example, you have like typically your executive team that you need. So the summary should include things like the issue, the outcome, some of the recommendation or the recommendation that you're deciding to pursue. And then the project objective talked about some of the goals, your performance, your assumptions, constraint, time, major milestone that you hit. And then you need to do some cost benefit. So we need you to spend X amount of money, but you will get X, Y amount of money in what period, what am I going to spend my project budget on? You need to also articulate that clearly so that people believe in it, and then you get the approval, and then you have a project to start on. So yeah, I'm going to show you very quickly a business case sample or template. So again, this is in no way, it's not a one-way thing. So it depends on your context, it depends on what you want to use to justify your position. As you said, it's a document that helps you fight for your project, I would say. So you need to be able to represent what makes sense for your own context. So but typically you have document version, you have approvals, then the team, then you can see this sample here. You have document history, table of content that contains document history, problem, the goals, benefit, as I've mentioned earlier, the cost, feasibility study, risk, issue, assumption, and you can have several options, right? So you can consider several options to solve the problem, and then things around the different stages and milestone and how you want to implement it. So this is like a very good starting point for you.